So, you know, we're in this age of remastering everything, and this game, my goodness, if this could be remastered, just with all the assets redone, keep the gameplay exactly the same, it'd be so good.
So, arguably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time, is the remake of the original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And I wish that I could see more people do something like that, where they just change little things, they completely overhaul the game, and, you know, like, I've bought every iteration of that because I love that game so much. And do I think it's the best game in the world? No, but I think I have a lot of nostalgia tied to it, and this is a game that kind of has that for a lot of people as well.
By the way, you were looking, I just treated this guy like utter garbage, even though he was totally nice. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm very evil. This is how it's going to be.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Jurassic Rabbit asks, would you rather see a remastered KOTOR or a KOTOR 3?
Oh, I'd rather have a new game. Yeah, I mean, this was great, but I played it, and it was amazing. So I would love a new KOTOR experience.
Yeah, I liked KOTOR 2 quite a bit. I would say that it probably was not as good as KOTOR 1.
Yeah, I ended up, it was just one of those things where I was on other things and I didn't play KOTOR 2. And I will say, I was put off a little bit by the fact there was the whole... scandal's too strong a word, but you know, apparently LucasArts forced Obsidian to ship it early, and it the ending wasn't right. And I know fans sort of went back and were able to take the assets and from the code and sort of hodgepodge the proper ending together more or less. But yeah, I never did play KOTOR 2. What's cool about the idea of a KOTOR 3 as we poke around, I don't want to spend too much time in here, so you know what, let's just auto level up after all, is, you know, this game was made by the independent developer BioWare, published as an exclusive on the Xbox by Microsoft. Microsoft published this game. And then BioWare got bought by EA, and LucasArts, the Star Wars license went to moved around a little bit, but now here we are.
It's all back.
It could all happen again. Like, unfortunately, Casey Hudson is no longer at BioWare, and I don't know how many of those original KOTOR and original Mass Effect developers are still at BioWare, but there is a world. We live in a world where there are no hurdles for a KOTOR 3 made by BioWare Edmonton. Like, EA has the Star Wars video game license. It could totally happen.
I mean, BioWare's still milking this franchise as well. It's the Austin studio that's doing Old Republic, right?
Look, I know we're trying to keep a low profile.
Yes, their Austin studio runs the MMO and has been doing a really good job there for many years.
I think that it's important to point out that if you had to make the choice between a remaster or KOTOR 3, I don't understand why you would have to make that choice. Why couldn't we just do both?
Well, if the choice is EA is allocating the budget and the development time for one project or the other, and rather than spending 1.5 times the money to do both. So I'm on board with that Sophie's choice of just like, all right, choose. All right, I choose KOTOR 3.